Showdown with Brown time, week 9. Marc Malusis with the owner of Empire Automotive Group, Michael Brown. What's going on, Michael? How are you?
All good, Marc.
Yeah, all good. All good for the Jets. I know it didn't work out well for your pick last week. You like the Bengals, but
that's okay.
It is a Mike White week.
It really is. He was unbelievable, and when's the last time the Jets have seen a quarterback so poised in the pocket?
No, he was unbelievable. I think Joe Douglas was stunned. I think everybody was stunned. I mean, it's some of the best quarterback play he's probably seen in about 20 years here with the Jets.
It really could be. Well, certainly that stat of over 400 yards is the first time in over 20 years.
Cam Newton.
Right? And Vinny Testaverde.
Vinny Testaverde against the
Christmas
Ravens.
Eve. But, yeah, I'll tell you, I mean, listen, you're right. I think Joe Douglas was surprised because if Joe Douglas wasn't surprised, why wasn't Mike White playing a year ago when Sam was struggling? Or why did we draft James Morgan 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Those things, if you thought Mike White was going to be something, those things wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, and listen, he's in a position, and Mike, you play college football, you know this better than anybody. I mean, he's in a position now where it's his job. If he continues to play well, you don't worry about Zach Wilson. You worry about what Mike White is as a 26-year-old.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I think Thursday night we know one thing. We know Mike White is starting because Zach is not healthy. Yeah. So I think Saleh did the right thing. He talked about next week and said long-term, who knows? Anything is possible. Listen, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But we certainly see something in this kid. I think everybody, all of Jet Nation, sees something in this kid that we haven't seen in a long time. And one thing about it is, that team rallied around him.
They really did.
They rallied.
I mean, even had Greg Van Roten celebrating after the Phillies special in the end zone.
That was the best thing I've seen Greg Van Roten do all year.
I know, look at that. And Jet fans, I mean, for the Jet fan, Michael, and you're as big of a Jet fan as I know, it's time for something good to happen to the Jet fan, is it not?
We talk about that, right? Karma, and it finally maybe is coming around. We always say, where's that 7th round pick that does something for the New York Jets?
Why does it have to be everyone else?
Why does it have to be everyone else? This could be it. Honestly, everything from this kid has impressed me. It helped the run game. The defense rallied. They certainly, look, no one's going to say it. No one's going to talk about what they're really saying in that locker room about how frustrated they are because Zach rolls out every time, gets happy feet, and wasn't making the easy throws. I'm not saying I don't like Zach Wilson. I don't know yet. We haven't seen enough of Zach Wilson. The one thing we do know, he wasn't ready. And we threw him in there. Maybe that's our fault, saying we need him to be someone there's no way he could be. He was a junior in college, really, is what we're talking about right now.
For sure.
Mike White has been here. He's had reps in practice. He's been able to watch on the sideline for years. We're talking about a 2018 draft pick. Yes, nobody knew. Not the scouts, not the GM, not the coach. But now we know. Now we know.
That's why we watch sports. Right? What an unbelievable
sport. So everyone's excited about Thursday night because of that, and it gives new hope and new reason to watch, and really, it's a reason to be excited.
I'm excited. Mike fired up because you know what? Michael's going to make a selection against the spread. Week 9, NFL. If he's right, you have an opportunity, Toyota Corolla, at the end of the football season. Now, what do you need to do? Go to shopempireauto.com/pickwindrive. Click on the button right below this video. Register. Costs you nothing. It's absolutely free. 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 Costs you nothing. If Michael's correct, you know what? We draw your name. You got a shot at a car at the end of the football season. All right, before we get to your Week 9 pick, you're doing some great things, and you do it every single year right around the holidays. Yeah. What's Empire Automotive Group doing here in the month of November?
For November, it's going to be the November Days of Giving. We've done it for the last couple of years for Island Harvest.
Awesome.
They're an awesome charity. They help all the needy on Long Island, help so many families. So proceeds from the sale of every vehicle starting today for the whole month of November is going to go to Island Harvest.
That's great. And Michael, you do a tremendous job outreach in the community.
It's good stuff.
It really is. All right, where are we going Week 9 here?
I think I owe it to the Bengals, who got roughed up, to go back to that game. We're going to go back and talk about the Bengals and the Browns.
All right, Bengals, Browns, Cincinnati coming off a bad loss, tough loss against the Jets as a heavy favorite. They're 2.5-point favorites against Baker and the Browns.
Yeah, listen, the Browns are banged up a bit.
Yep.
Baker's not the same. He has that injury. More than that, we're talking about a good Bengals football team.
Yeah.
They came into New York sleeping, and I'm not taking anything away from the Jets.
Take the win.
And I'll never take anything away from Mike White. but I will say they're better than that, okay? The defense had a really hard time. The D-line specifically, which is very good for the Bengals, Vera Tucker played incredible. What a rating. George Fant. I mean, the Jets' offensive line really played. I think that you'll see a better Bengals performance next week. You're going to see better effort next week. It's a must-win game at home. You cannot lose that game at home in the division, coming off a big loss. I really think Burrows, and if you looked at Burrows at the end of that game, he was
Ticked
upset.
off.
He was upset in himself and in his team. And I think there's a lot going on in that locker room and on that practice field today. I think they're going to be ready. I think you're going to see a Bengals team that was much more like the game where they beat the Ravens than it was against the Jets this past week.
Bengals laying the 2.5 against Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's Michael's Week 9 selection. Now it's up to you. Go to shopempireauto.com/pickwindrive. Register. It's free. If Michael's correct, you have an opportunity. We draw your name, Toyota Corolla, at the end of the football season. By the way, first guy to buy a Mike White jersey in the entire tri-state area, this guy, Michael Brown. There you go. Michael, good luck to you.
Thanks, Moose.
You got it. Good luck to you.